Thank you for joining the Mobile Care Center team. With your help, we will be providing healthy food to families in need right here in our community. For many of these families, the mobile truck is their first interaction with the Care Center and Willow Creek, so this is a great opportunity to be the face of our church and make them aware of our many programs and services. Our goal is to give guests a dignified experience with great hospitality and efficient service. This video will give an overview of the Mobile Care Center processes and the various volunteer roles. Once volunteers have arrived at the site, we will set up for the Serve Together and gather for prayer and briefing. The welcome and intake table is the first step of the process. Volunteers at this table greet guests and explain how to place their order for groceries. At several of our sites, Spanish-speaking volunteers are definitely an asset in this role, as providing a warm greeting and clear instructions to all guests is important. We use a menu ordering system to allow families to choose which items best meet their needs. They may choose as many or as few of our offerings as they like. Volunteers ask guests to write a check mark by each item they would like to receive. To help keep menu orders organized, we use sets of small cards with a unique letter and number code. Each set has 3 identical cards clipped together. When a guest has finished filling out their menu, an intake volunteer grabs a set of cards and writes the card code at the top of the menu in the box. This bag number is now assigned to this guest. The volunteer hands the guest one of the cards, and the other 2 cards get handed to the bag clipper volunteer. After the guest has finished the intake process, they are invited to take a seat in the waiting area. Guest hosts mingle with them, talk about additional Care Center programs with a services sheet, and engage them in conversation as appropriate. The number of volunteers in this role is based on whether we have enough volunteers to efficiently conduct the rest of the grocery processes. If we are light on volunteers, the services sheets will be handed to guests at the intake table rather than being distributed by the guest hosts in the waiting area. Back at the welcome table, the intake volunteer is handing off the bag numbers and menu to the bag clipper volunteer. The bag clipper attaches the bag numbers to the 2 cloth grocery bags assigned to the guest. The cards allow us to keep the right food order matched up with the right guest during our process. Each guest will receive 2 bags of food, so clip 1 card to each bag. Clip the menu onto one of the bags as well. If the bag clipper volunteer has several orders clipped and ready to go before the bag runner returns to take the bags to the truck, stack the bags so that the oldest orders are on top and the newest orders are on the bottom of the stack so that they are filled in the order of when the guests arrived. The bag runner takes the numbered bags from the welcome table to the truck to be filled. Be sure to keep the bags in the order you receive them at the table. The bag runner will hand the bags to the bag manager who is managing orders at the back of the truck. The bag manager continues to keep the bags in the order they were received so that the oldest orders are on top and the newest orders are on the bottom. This volunteer helps ensure that all the orders are filled in a timely manner and that no family is waiting too long for their food. The bag manager hands the bags up to the food volunteers inside the truck. Be sure the menu is attached as you hand up the bags. The food volunteers are inside the truck receiving the bags from the bag manager. It is most efficient for this role to be working in a pair. One person can hold the bags open and call out the items from the menu, while the other person can grab the items and place them in the bags as the pair moves down the line together. Do your best to place items in a way so that softer and more fragile items are on top so they don't get smashed. When the bags have been filled, the order is now complete and the menu is put on the clipboard. We keep the menus so that a running total can be kept of how many families we have served. Filled bags are passed down to the bag receiver, who places the bags on the pickup table. Arrange the bags so that 2 guest bags are side by side on the table and they stay together. The pickup volunteer calls out the numbers of the orders that are ready to be picked up by the guests. They also drop a reminder card in each order to let families know the date we will next be there. When the guest arrives at the pickup table, add any bonus items we may have for them that week if they are interested. Take their order number card from them, remove the 2 cards from their bags, clip all 3 numbers together and place them in the basket. If the family walked to our site, hand them their bags with a smile and thank them for coming. If they drove, please offer to walk them to their car with the bags. Once the last guest has been served, we will quickly break down the site and load up the truck together. Thanks for volunteering with the Mobile Care Center. We look forward to serving together.